Hi friends, my name is HADASSAH TREU. I am an award-winning Christian author, blogger, poet, speaker, motivator and encourager. And I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel where you can find comfort and hope in God's Word. Today I want to speak about protecting the blessings of others. So what do you do when you see the exact same blessings or God's gifts in the lives of others that you want to have, that you are praying for, that you are longing for? Do you know that it's possible actually to protect the blessings of others instead of envying them, comparing or coveting God's gifts in other people's lives? Perhaps you want to have a family and suddenly everywhere you see married people or pregnant, expectant mothers while you remain empty-handed and lacking and disappointed. Or perhaps you want a specific job but it seems that other more likely candidates are taking this job and your chances to land it are diminishing and you feel frustrated and empty-handed. So what do we do in such situation? Or more importantly, what is our attitude when we see God's blessings, God's gifts that we want, that we crave in other people's life? What do we do then, and what is the attitude of our heart? I want to share with you today one very inspiring story and example. This is the story of two midwives, Hebrew midwives, and we read about them in the Old Testament in Exodus chapter 1. And this is a very, very inspiring example for us that can help us rethink and decide to nurture and protect the blessings of others instead of coveting or envying or comparing. These two midwives are called Shiphrah and Puah, and we meet them in Exodus chapter 1. The Pharaoh issued an order then that all Hebrew boys are killed at childbirth. But Shiphrah and Puah didn't obey the Pharaoh, and the reason for this is that they feared the Lord. And this is said in verse 17, so I want to read it for you. They said, the midwives, however, feared God and did not do what the king of Egypt had told them to do. They let the boys live. So fear of the Lord translated into loving and nurturing and protecting these precious babies. And the fear of the Lord was their main motivation and driving force. So these two courageous women didn't have families of their own. They didn't have children, and perhaps they long for this. They long to have families, they long to have children. And in the meantime, they were devoted to protect this very same blessing and gift they actually lacked and missed in their lives. And these were the lives of these precious babies and the Hebrew families. Isn't this amazing? It's really amazing. And the Lord actually rewarded this obedience and this faith, this courage exceedingly and abundantly. And He did this in two main ways. And the first is that He was kind to them, and through their kindness He showed kindness to the whole Hebrew nation. Actually, they saved a whole generation, and this remains for the eternal memory, and this is an amazing blessing. This we read in verse 20. So God was kind to the midwives, and the people increased and became even more numerous. But this was not all. The second, even more amazing blessing we find in the next verse, where we read that, and because the midwives feared God, He gave them families of their own. So this is really amazing. The Lord actually gave them this exact blessing, this exact gift, which they served and nurtured and protected. He gave them the families of their own. This is really amazing reward. How can we follow this example, and how can we actually celebrate and protect the blessings of others in our circles, in our spheres of life? How can we help others grow and nurture and protect God's gifts and seeds and callings and blessings He placed in their lives? We can do this, we find also a little hint in the meaning of the Hebrew names of Shipra and Puah. Shipra means beauty, harmony, loveliness, while Puah means light and radiate. So we can really decide to radiate God's love, Christ's beauty, Christ's light, when we dedicate ourselves to loving others and to put our love in action. We can do this when we decide to act like spiritual midwives and help others nurture and grow God's callings, purposes, and plans in their lives, and also the image and the character of Christ. Because this is an attitude which pleases God, and it also blesses us. So instead of giving a place to self-pity, to envy, to discontent when we are empty-handed and lacking, we can decide to become a conduit of God's love and pour ourselves into protecting the spiritual seeds, the callings, the gifts God gives in other people's lives. Because there is no place for comparison, but actually there is a vast space to co-love with God, becoming His blessing in the lives of many. Are you willing to do this? I hope this story encourages you, and if this is so, please comment, like, share it, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this, and looking forward to talk again to you in the next video. Thanks for watching.